Close your eyes and picture it. It's Saturday night in 1956. The neon sign outside the theater flickers softly. The smell of buttered popcorn fills the air, and a line of people, dressed in their best, stretches down the sidewalk. You can almost hear the ticket booth window sliding open. 2 for Rebel Without a Cause, please. In the 1950s, going to the movies wasn't just something you did, it was something you prepared for. The cinema was a temple of dreams, where real life paused and everything glowed in black and white, or better yet, in glorious Technicolor. People didn't show up in sweatpants. Men wore slacks and shirts tucked in. Women wore dresses and red lipstick that glimmered under the marquee lights. Even kids knew. The movies were special. Inside, the air was cool from the massive fans, and the lights dimmed slowly, like a curtain being pulled on the real world. The chatter faded, the projector hummed, and then, that first flash of light. The 1950s were the golden decade of cinema. Hollywood was booming with stories that defined generations: westerns, romances, thrillers, and the birth of sci-fi. You could see Singin' in the Rain, Ben-Hur, or The Day the Earth Stood Still all in the same year. Each one promised escape, adventure, and a little magic. Before the movie started, you got a full pre-show experience: cartoons, newsreels, and maybe a short documentary. You didn't scroll during previews. You watched, you laughed, you learned what was happening in the world. The theater was where information and imagination met. And the snack bar? A dream come true. Popcorn was 5 cents, candy bars 10. Cola came in glass bottles that clinked softly as you carried them back to your seat. No nachos, no plastic cups, just simple, delicious joy. What is the first movie you remember seeing in a theater, or the one that made you fall in love with the big screen? Share it in the comments. Your memory might bring someone else's favorite film back to life. The seats were springy, the floors were sticky, and nobody cared. The magic was on the screen: giants in cowboy hats, lovers under rainstorms, monsters from outer space. You gasped, you laughed, you held your breath, together with everyone else in the room. That's what made it different. Movies back then weren't private. They were shared. When something funny happened, everyone laughed. When something sad happened, the whole room went quiet. For 2 hours, strangers became one audience, living the same story. Drive-in theaters were booming too. Nothing felt more 1950s than pulling up in your car, hooking the speaker to the window, and watching a movie under the stars. Families came with blankets, teenagers came on dates, and some people came just for the milkshakes at the snack stand. The screen glowed against the night sky, a silver rectangle filled with wonder. Hollywood stars were gods back then. Marilyn Monroe, James Dean, Audrey Hepburn, Marlon Brando. Their faces lit up screens and hearts alike. Movie posters lined the streets, and fan magazines sold dreams for a dime. Everyone had a favorite actor, and everyone tried to imitate them. Men practiced their Dean stare. Women learned the Hepburn haircut. Movies didn't just entertain, they shaped how people dressed, talked, and even fell in love. And when the credits rolled, no one rushed to leave. People stayed in their seats, watching the names, letting the story sink in. The lights rose slowly, and for a moment it felt like waking from a beautiful dream. On the walk home, couples held hands, kids replayed their favorite scenes, and parents promised, "We'll go again next week." The movies weren't about escape. They were about belonging, a shared moment, a shared memory, a shared world. Maybe that's why we miss it so much. The smell of popcorn, the hum of the projector, the magic of a story bigger than life itself. Today we stream films on screens we hold in our hands. But back then, you went to the movies to feel alive. If this trip to the theaters of the 1950s brought back memories of popcorn, neon lights, and movie magic, give this video a thumbs up. It helps others find these golden memories too. And don't forget to subscribe to Yesterday Lives to keep traveling with us through the moments that made us human. One story, one smile, and one reel at a time. Because yesterday never really left, it just faded to black, waiting for the next show to begin.